So today is a warmer day. Here is Bella sitting out. Hi, big girl. Oh, look at that big pretty girl. Look at those eyes. How you doing, huh? How we doing today? You hear her? So she just let out a little grunt. Hi. Hi, big girl. And then Big Mac is still underwater. Haven't seen him come out in over a week now. That's him down there. And then here is our new girl, Matcha. And then we got Dino. But they're both being very shy. Well, I mean, she's shy because she's new. He's shy because he's not hungry, so he's not interested in hanging out with me anymore. Because he's like, yeah, no, you don't. I'm not eating. It's too cold. So if I get any closer, they're gonna go down. So that's why we're far away, zooming in. And here is Lyra sitting out, and TikTok sitting out by her pond too. They look nice and happy. And here we have Cadmus sitting out basking by his pond as well. And then Jealous doing the same thing. Clovey. And then right over here we have Aquila. So she's sitting out getting some sun as well. What do you guys think, huh? What do you think, Aquila? What do you think, Clovey? Oh, look at that big girl. Prairie dog time. Look at these little cuties. Those little hands. Oh, there's Cheeky coming out. So we've got Coco and Poppy and Harvey. Oh, big Harv. Oh, Cheeky's doing the alarm. Cheeky says, danger. Oh yeah? It's okay, Cheeky. It's just Ocala. It's okay. Well, the other ones don't care. This is Poppy. Oh, Poppy. Look at him. Cheeky. My goodness. Coco's taking up the whole bowl. I'm doing a 2-for-1 here. Oh, I leaned too far and went straight down into a hole. Oh my god. Look how deep that was. Sorry, Cheeky. That's all Cheeky's hard work right there. I got a boot full of dirt. So we did produce pickup yesterday, so Jumanji is really enjoying a huge amount of greens. He's having a great time over there. We have a couple days of warm weather, so it'll be up to 76 today, 80 tomorrow. So we're gonna go and try to feed everybody while it's nice and warm. And he has his heated hide at night as well, so that'll keep him a nice good temperature. You know, again, with reptiles, they do not produce their own body heat, okay? So they are ectothermic. You're endothermic. You eat food, you produce body heat. These guys do not. And so to be able to digest their food, they have to have an external heat source. So normally that's just basking in the sun. But when it's cold out, they're not able to digest. So if you feed reptiles, and they will eat too, they don't know what's best for them. So a lot of times they will eat, it gets cold, and then the food will literally rot in their stomach. They're not able to digest it, and it can kill them. So that's why we really have to watch all of our temps before we feed any of the reptiles. Here are the little pigs enjoying their produce donation, so a whole bunch of tomatoes for them, and we'll have more for them later, some more greens and veggies and all kinds of good stuff for them, but I'm pretty happy with these. And don't worry guys, the stickers are made to be edible. I mean, it's not like you want to eat a bag of stickers, but they are made to be non-toxic and edible, since humans do also sometimes accidentally eat them too, so don't worry. And then here are the big pigs and the goats. So they just got their first load of greens and veggies, chowing down. They look very happy. All right, letting the tortoises out now. Looks like they're definitely a fan of the heat pad. So I just put some food, fresh water for them out in the yard. So I'm gonna go ahead and carry a bunch of them out. Look at all these happy, goofy tortoises. Here are the coatis eating in their lockouts. They're so cute. So these are the two sisters, Coco and Gigi. Oh my goodness, look at them. I love when they throw their heads back and chew. Great table manners. So these two, they are inseparable, these two sisters. Even though, I mean, they're also sisters with Lola, but Lola was raised separately by somebody else. So these two are super bonded. And so they can go in the same lockout together, and they're perfectly happy and fine together. But all the other ones are separated out into individual lockouts. So everybody can have their food on their own. And then we leave them in the lockouts. They're gonna switch, see? And then we leave them in the lockouts while we go and clean the enclosure and feed everybody else, give them time to eat. So here are the Patagonian Mara. Oh, look at this great presentation Gabby made. Chef Gabby made them an awesome meal. They look very, very happy. Chowing down on lots of romaine lettuce. They got some spinach, some zucchini, carrots, their pellets. Very cute. And then today we actually had someone reach out potentially about serenering over another pair of Maras. So right now it's totally up in the air. Absolutely no commitment to it, but we are considering it. And if we did, you know, we'd try to introduce them in here with these two. Hopefully that would be an option. You know, this is my first time working with this species, so I'm not too sure, but I've been reading up and doing research on it, and since the introductions can be done slowly, we were able to introduce the prairie dogs together. You know, we talked about that recently, how difficult that was. So I'm hoping that we'd be able to introduce the other two Mara in with these ones, if that even happens. Again, just heard about it today. We get lots of messages about animals that never pan out and nothing ever happens with. So, you know, just something that we are considering right now that would be pretty cool if it happens and if they can all be together. Here is Hazel, one of our red foxes, who, as you can see, is not red. And then there's Shippo up there. He is also a red fox who is not red. And then these two are very impatient. So Yue and Kira, She's at least kind of red. So they are all the species of red fox, though. If you guys haven't heard me talk about this before, so they all came from a fur farm. Yes, fur farms still exist. They are a thing still existing in the United States. These ones came from a fur farm in Iowa, where they lived in little itty bitty, tiny, cramped cages with a bunch of other foxes where they never even touched dirt before. It is horrific animal abuse that is allowed and legal in the United States because it is considered agriculture. So they keep in these little tiny cages where they sometimes even kill and eat each other. It is horrific. But anyways, they are bred, specifically selectively bred for different colors to get different color coats. Like that's why we have a brown one, 2 white ones, you know, an orange one. And so that breeding, they do that to get these color morphs mainly through inbreeding, which does leave the foxes with all kinds of issues as well. So it's inbreeding. It's breeding brothers and sisters, parents to their offspring to try to isolate the genes that produce these different colors. And then they end up with all kinds of organ failure and all kinds of just different issues because of inbreeding. But anyways, it is really sad. Oh, and they're gonna switch. Look at this. They do this every day too. But so here's Shippo now. But you see how they switched without any fighting, so that's pretty interesting. That's a good thing. But yeah, so it is just really sad that this kind of stuff happens. That's why I'm always telling everybody, you know, don't buy any products with real fox fur, because then you are supporting absolute animal abuse. So just don't do it. There's plenty of other options. So here's little dude, the African crested porcupine, chowing down. Check out those quills. So I had somebody asking recently, you know, how far does he shoot his quills? They don't shoot their quills, guys. That is a myth. And that is probably the most common porcupine myth that we hear, is people think they can shoot their quills out. They cannot. They will swing at you. I mean, you see it in the videos with him. He'll back up into you and stick you with them. And once they stick into you, they easily are able to pull out of the porcupine and stay stuck in you, but they don't shoot them at all. You know, and they'll also swing their tail at you. That's where he's got a lot of quills too. So basically he backs up and swings his tail around, but they do not shoot them or project them in any way whatsoever. That is not a thing. But it is commonly portrayed that way in cartoons, and apparently that's where everybody learns about porcupines. Thank you, Yosemite Sam. All right, guys, I'm in here with the finches, and we have a baby finch right there. That's a brand new baby. So we're not trying to breed them, and we collect the eggs. You've probably seen it in the other videos. I do collect the eggs out. We feed them to the other animals, but they have a secret nest somewhere, and they were able to raise out a little baby. Look at that. Now the finches, it's not really that big of a deal. Obviously, we have a huge area. We can house more finches. You know, but as a sanctuary, we try not to breed anything, and we do collect the eggs whenever we see them and prevent incubation. But in the case of these little guys, you see all the little nests we have everywhere, so we check these all the time and make sure there's no eggs in there. And because they have to have somewhere to lay so they don't get like egg bound or anything. But they hid an egg somewhere, and now there's a baby. Hi, Jelly Bean. Oh, hi, Jelly Bean. Got your blueberry. Good boy, actually ate it instead of just dancing around with it. Yeah. We got now a grape. Oh, gonna do the grape dance. Jelly Bean. Excited? Yeah. Listen to that happy toucan. Listen to that happy toucan. So he's got grapes, blueberries, mango, cantaloupe, strawberry, lots of good stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff for you. Oh, look at him. That happy toucan. He's been being pretty friendly last couple days. That good boy. Now we're in the small pet aviary, so fresh food and water for all these little guys. All right, so we're currently at the vet with Larry, the new turtle that we got. That's like a little soft shell pancake. Poor little guy. So we're gonna get him checked out and see what the vet says. So this is Dr. Hughes. You guys have seen her before. She's checked out a lot of our animals, so she's just checking out the little turtle right now.
Yeah, this is really, really sad. Shell is ridiculously soft. I can push it in. It's like leather. And for 15 years old, this turtle should be this big. Yeah. So his legs look a little bit deformed and not quite held correctly. Although he is able to walk, which is amazing. Probably a male. It's going to be hard to, for sure, but I think it is a male.
That's my guess.
So the plan will be for this guy is we need to get the right, well, first off, get him in the right environment. He needs heat, he needs clean water, he needs a place to bask where he can get out of the water and dry himself out and absorb the UVB rays. But he also needs nutrition. And the problem is when they get to this point, they usually are not eating. They don't feel well, they may be painful, that sort of thing. So the most effective way to get food in them that they need in a very calculated, careful amounts, because they have not had normal nutrition maybe ever, so you have to be slow and careful, is to put a feeding tube in him. That way we can control how much he's getting and make sure he's getting it and getting everything that he needs through the tube and into the turtle. So that will be his plan.
So here's Asami. She just woke up. The sun is just now setting. So she just woke up. Oh, she's so cute. Let me see, she's all sleepy. Hi. Good morning, huh? I brought you food. Oh, that's what you want. Look at her. Oh, she's so cute. There you go. There's a good girl. She's immediately fell down. Oh, yes. That's a good girl. Yeah, lots of good healthy food for you. So there's Jet, and here is Sierra. It's okay. See how jumpy she is? So remember, these are fennec foxes. So they're the smallest fox species. They're native to sub-Saharan Africa. And they have those big old huge ears to help with dissipating heat in the desert. Here's a little pig. So we're walking down the path to the owl. There's a beautiful sunset, but I can't get the camera to really focus the way it's supposed to be able to see it. But this is the path that we take. So there's the perimeter fence right here. And then we have the big pigs and goats here. And as we go down, we'll then pass the tortoises and then the owl. Whenever we have friends come visit, that's usually one of the first things people say is they're like, wow, I had no idea just how big everything out here is, like the scope of the land. Like, I guess in the videos it doesn't really do it justice, but you know, it's a several minute walk to even get to where the owl is. Same thing to get to where like Bella and Big Mac are. There's the tortoise area. And here is Calusa. Happy girl. I just put down her mice for her. So I guess on that note, we'll go ahead and end the video. Thanks for watching, guys.